Sometimes on a project, you'll be using multiple tracks into a timeline. You can use these to separate your video, text, music, and whatever else you want to use in your video. So if you right click here where it says track 1, you can insert a track above or below. You can also remove a track. You can remove all the empty tracks. For example, if you have 10 tracks open and you only use 5 of them, you can click this and it'll get rid of all of the tracks that are unused. You can rename a track. So let's say track 1 is video, track 2 has text, and track 3 has music. You can just change the name of the track to video, text, music. You can also select all the media on a track. So let's say there's a whole bunch of videos in track 1 and you want to move it to track 2. You can hit this and it'll select everything in that track and you can move it with ease. You can also lock the track, which I'll explain a little later. You can turn it off or disable it, which if you want to preview a certain section of your video without any other layer interfering with it, it'll turn it off and you can only see that track. So right here I have a video, and I have text, and I have music. So what I'm going to do is move this text to track 2. You can click on it and drag it up and it'll create a track 2, or you can hit this plus sign here and it'll insert a track. You can also right click like I showed before and hit insert track above and it will give you that extra track. Now I'm going to move this text into track 2 and move it about here. It's important if you have graphics and you want it to show in a video to put it in the track above the video or whatever media you're putting the text above, because this is the top layer. If you put it below, it won't show. So if you have a graphic or text and you want it to show on top of the video, it's important to put it on top of the video where the clip is. So I'm going to put this text here and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to hit play and the video should be playing and we have text above video, so you can see where it says just keep swimming. Now if we put text below the video, it won't show. So let's put the text here and the video is on track 2 this time, and we're going to hit play. As you can see, now the text is on the bottom layer and the video is covering up the text completely. So it's very, very important to put whatever graphic you want to show on the video on top. So we're going to do that right now. So now the text is on track 2, so it should show as I showed before. And as you can see, it's right here on this top layer. So I'm going to rename track 2 and I'm going to name it text. So now I have this music. I want to put it in its own track as well. So I'm just going to drag this up here and put it above the music, above the video. Now music doesn't really have any visuals to it, it's just sound. So it doesn't matter what layer you put it on. The important thing is where you put the graphics and the video, because that really matters. It'll cover up what you don't want to be covered, or it'll cover up what you do want. So this is how this is going to play with the music, the text, and the video in these tracks. That's how that works. So maybe I want to look at this video without the music. I can disable it, and now if I play it, we don't have the music anymore. Of course, I can enable it and we'll have the music back. So maybe I'm very happy with what I have here set up with this video, and I don't want to make any mistakes or add anything to it. I can lock it and you will not be able to move this at all. You can also not put anything in it because it's completely locked. If you have a hard time viewing these, if it's too big or too small, you can adjust it right here and you can have a better view of the tracks that you're working with. And maybe I don't want this music anymore and I just want to get rid of the track completely. I can do that and just hit remove track. that is how you modify the tracks in the timeline.